Barcelona have extended the contract of Lamine Yamal until June 2031. Real Madrid have confirmed the signing of Dean Huijsen, Alexander Arnold, and then Franco Mastratiano. The new football season is barely 2 months away from us. In August, the 2025-2026 football season will kickstart. And then, as you know, the transfer market is a very busy one as of now. All the clubs are adding new players to their team and they are selling some of their players. Some clubs have maintained their managers, others are going into the season with new managers. Some clubs are extending the contract of their players, while others are releasing some of their players on loan and on permanent basis. So in this video, I am going to bring you deals that so far have gone through done deals. Players that both clubs, the selling club and the buying club, have all confirmed that the deal has gone through. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. And then later on, I'll be doing a video on the the ones that are still in the process of being complete or negotiation process, and then the transfer ones, the rumor one. But this one are deals that have gone through successfully. So you know, some of the clubs are going into this market with huge budgets, while others will have to rely on loan players, and then will have to even sell their key players before they can even get money to go into the market. So just please subscribe and follow this video until the end to know which or who and who your club has signed entering or gearing towards the new season in August. That's it. So let's start off with Real Madrid. Real Madrid have confirmed that they've triggered the release clause of Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth. The player was having a release clause of £50 million, and the Real Madrid have triggered the release clause. When you bring it to euros, it's around 59 million euros. And the player has signed 5 years contract with the club. So his contract with Real Madrid will end or will end in June 2030. Madrid confirmed that the player will participate or will be among the team traveling to USA for the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup. So Madrid made their first signing as a centre back because you can really see that they struggled a lot last season. Let's remain in the camp of Real Madrid. They've also confirmed the signing of Arnold from Liverpool, Arnold from Liverpool. Yes, the player joined Madrid as a free player of on the expiration of his contract at Liverpool. Liverpool offered him 2 to 3 years contract, but the player refused and said no. He wanted a new challenge. So he has signed for Real Madrid. And then his release clause is 1 billion euros. Alexander Arnold too will join Real Madrid at the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup in USA. So, you know, last season, Real Madrid actually suffered at the center halves and then the right back. When Carvajal was injured, they had to play Lucas Vasquez, who naturally is a winger, but they had to deal with that. And sometimes they had to even deploy Valverde as right back. So, you know, going into the new season, the place they will want to strengthen much definitely was a right back. So now they are having a center half, the Hoyson, and now they are having a right back, another player called Alexander Arnold. So now Manchester United have also confirmed the signing of Matheus Acuna from Wolverhampton Wanderers. The Brazilian international last season was one of the best players in the Premier League. Though his team was struggling in goals, but you cannot take away the fact that he was one of the best players in the Premier League. So Manchester United agreed a deal to sign the Brazilian forward for a period of 5 years. So he's the first major signing for Manchester United. Yes. So what the deal is around 60 million pounds. Now let's go to the camp of Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur have part ways with their manager, Ange Postecoglou, after winning them the Europa League. Their position or their performance in the Premier League last season was one of the worst or one of their worst performances in their history. Though he won the Europa League, Dan Levy or the board thought that their performance in the league was nothing to write home about. So they've appointed Thomas Frank from Brentford as their new manager. And then you can say that they are very busy too in the market. Yes, I'm pretty sure that winning the Europa League will ginger them or will give them more confidence heading into the new season. Because Thomas Frank, we all know, has done marvelously well at Brentford. He has made them one of the toughest opponents to face, beating the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, almost all the clubs. So Thomas Frank joining Tottenham is going to be a very good addition to the coaching staff of Tottenham. Let's remain at the camp of Tottenham. They've signed Martin Stell from Bayern Munich permanently for a fee around 30 million pounds. This player has been going on loan to various clubs, and then now Tottenham have made this thing permanently. They've signed him from Bayern Munich permanently. Now let's leave the camp of Tottenham and then go straight to the camp of Galatasaray. Galatasaray have confirmed the signing of Leroy Sané from Bayern Munich. Yes, a free transfer. The player's contract, his contract will end at the end of this month, June, and then he's free to sign for any club. And he has signed a 3-year deal with the Turkish Giants. Though he will be participating at the FIFA Club World Cup for Bayern Munich, after the Club World Cup, he'll be joining Galatasaray in Turkey. Yes. And then let's go to the camp of Arsenal. Gabriel Magalhaes has extended his contract with Arsenal, a 4-year extension, which is valid until June 2029. His current contract was supposed to end at the end of next season, and then now he has extended his contract by 4 years, which will run until June 2029. Now, let's go to the camp of Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Leverkusen, after losing some of their key players and their manager, they lost their manager to Real Madrid. They lost their defender, Jonathan Tah, to Bayern Munich. Bayern Leverkusen have appointed former Manchester United boss Erik ten Hag as their new manager. Yes, and they've been very busy in the market. They've also completed the signing of Dutch goalkeeper Mike Frieken from Brentford on a 3-year deal. Yes, 10 million plus. Let's go to the camp of AC Milan. AC Milan had one of the terrible seasons or terrible performance last season. Last season alone, AC Milan had to appoint 2 or 3 managers, and still their performance was not good. So this season, they've appointed Massimiliano Allegri, the coach that won the 2012 Serie A title for them. They've appointed him back. So Massimiliano Allegri has accepted to go back to AC Milan for 2 years there. And then let's show, because he has been a very good coach. Since he left AC Milan, he went to Juventus and won numerous titles there. Let's stay in Italy. Mauricio Sarri has also returned to Lazio. Like I keep saying, the Italian clubs keeps doing this kind of recycling of managers. The manager leaves this one, goes to here. This club leaves this club, goes to this club, leave here, go here. That's what they do. Mauricio Sarri has returned to AS Lazio. Yes, he has returned on a 2-year deal. And then let's see what he also will bring to the club. Let's move to the camp of Barcelona. Barcelona, according to their sporting director, Deco, will be very busy in the market for this particular summer. And then to start off with, they've extended the contract of Lamine Yamal by 6 years. So the player's contract will end. The current contract of Lamine Yamal will end on June 31st, 2031. So Lamine Yamal's contract has been extended for a period of 6 years. According to Deco, Barcelona will be signing a winger, a midfielder, a defender, and a goalkeeper. And then Barcelona again have triggered the release clause of Joan Garcia from Espanyol. Yes, the release clause was set to be 25 million euros, and then they've triggered the release clause. So far, Barcelona have signed Joan Garcia from Espanyol. We are hearing rumors, and then we are seeing news circulating that Nico Williams has agreed to also join Barcelona. So if things go by plan, Barcelona are most likely to announce the signing of Nico Williams within this shortest possible time, maybe before the end of this month or before early next month. So now they are having a goalkeeper, Juan Garcia. They've extended the contract of Lamine Yamal, and then now they are in for Nico Williams. Now let's go to the camp of Real Betis. Real Betis have signed Junior Firpo from They've signed Junior Firpo from a lease. They sold him to Barcelona. So after some 2 seasons at Barcelona, Barcelona sold him to Leeds, and then from Leeds he was going on loan and stuff. And now Real Betis have signed their player back. Now let's go to the camp of Napoli. Napoli have confirmed the signing of Kevin De Bruyne on a free transfer from Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne confirmed before the end of last that he was going to leave Manchester City when the season ends. And then, true to his words, he has left. And then now he has signed 2 years contract with Napoli with the option of a furthermore, so making it 3 years in total. So we will not see Kevin De Bruyne in USA or in Saudi Arabia. We will still see the best of Kevin De Bruyne in Europe. Yes. And then now let's go to another news. Raul Asensio has signed a new deal at Real Madrid, valid until June 2031, a 6 year contract extension for the young defender at Real Madrid. Just like the saying goes, catch them young and they shall be yours forever. Let's go to the camp of Olympique Marseille. They've signed Angel Gomez on a 3 year deal free from Lille. His contract ended at the end of last season, and then he has joined Olympique Marseille on a free deal from Lille on a 3 year contract. Okay, let's go to the camp of Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have also confirmed the signing of German defender Jonathan Tah on a 4 year deal, contract valid until June 2029. This player was being chased by Barcelona, Real Madrid, and other top clubs. Let's go to the camp of Atletico Madrid. Yes. Antonio Griezmann has signed a contract extension with Atletico Madrid, valid until June 2027, meaning he has signed 2 years contract extension. Before the season ended, it was speculating around that Griezmann was heading to the MLS, the USA, but now he has extended his contract with Atletico Madrid for 2 more years. And then the same camp of Atletico Madrid, they have confirmed the signing of Clement Lenglet on a free transfer from Barcelona. The player agreed with Barcelona to terminate his contract with 2 years remaining. So he terminated his contract and waived off his salary. Now he'll be joining Atletico Madrid from Barcelona on a free transfer. Now, let's go to the camp of almighty Chelsea. Chelsea have confirmed the signing of Liam Delap from Ipswich Town for a fee around 30 million. Definitely there has never been a transfer window where Chelsea will not be busy. Yes, you can take that for a fact that Chelsea will end up signing 5 or 6 players. And so far, they've signed Liam Delap from Ipswich Town. He was one of the best strikers of the Premier League, though his club was relegated, but you cannot take away the fact that he was one of the best strikers in the EPL last season. So Al Hilal in the Saudi Pro League have confirmed the signing of Simone Inzaghi as their new head coach on a 2 year deal. He left Inter Milan after what one may describe as one of the worst seasons under him with Inter Milan, going trophyless and then losing 5-0 to Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League final. He has joined Al Hilal in the Saudi Pro League, signing 2 years contract with them. Sometimes it's very good you go to such places to make money and redeem your image and come back to Europe. Borussia Dortmund have also confirmed the signing of Jude Bellingham, the junior brother of Jude Bellingham, from Sunderland on a 5 year contract. 33 million plus 5 million in add-ons. And I'm sure this is the highest transfer fee Sunderland have ever received from any footballer or from any team. And then let's move into the camp of Manchester City. In fact, Manchester City so far have been the busiest team in Europe. They have been the busiest team in the transfer market, signing top, down, left, center, here and there. Manchester City have confirmed the signing of Tijani Reinders from AC Milan on a 5-year deal. Manchester City, they've confirmed the signing of Tijani Reinders from AC Milan on a 5-year deal. The same camp of Manchester City, they've confirmed the signing of Ryan Check from Olympic Lyon on a 5-year deal. The Tijani Reinders was 48 million plus 11 million in add-ons, and then Ryan Check is 31 million plus add-ons. Yes, Manchester City. And then Juventus head coach Igor Tudor has signed a contract extension until June 2027 with an option of furthermore. You know, Thiago Motta was shown the exit door by Juventus. And then now Igor Tudor came and took over and then has performed very, very well. So now he has signed a contract extension 2 years with a further like with an extension for a furthermore in the near future. And then Inter Milan have confirmed the signing of Christian Schiff as their new head coach after agreeing to part with Simon Inzaghi after what happened last season, losing the Serie A title on the last day of the league, losing the Champions League by 5-0 against PSG. It's fair to say that I think it was very good for both teams or both parties to part with for new or fresh brains to come and take over the helms of Inter Milan. Chelsea, let's go back to the camp of Chelsea. Chelsea, Chelsea is delighted to confirm the signing or the transfer of Mohamed Sarr from League One side, Strasbourg, with the defender signing the contract until June 2033 on an 8-year deal. You know, Chelsea with their lengthy contracts. So this one, Strasbourg is their parent club in France, and then they've transferred one of their players to Chelsea in England on an 8-year deal until June 2033. Liverpool have announced the signing of Jeremy Frimpong from Bayern Leverkusen. They triggered his release clause of 35 million euros. You know, Alexander Arnold left Liverpool to join Real Madrid on a free transfer. So there was a need for Liverpool to go to the market and get a right full back. And then with all the options available, Arne Slot insisted that Liverpool should trigger the release clause of Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen. The player has agreed and has signed 5-year contract with the English side or the English champions. So now, when you look at the replacement for Arnold being Frimpong, you can see that there's an upgrade because Jeremy Frimpong has the pace and he is very good with the ball. He can dribble, he can put in crosses. The only problem will be the height and then maybe the defender, but as an offensiveness, he's one of the best offensive right fullbacks you can get in the world. Let's remain at the camp of Liverpool. According to David Einstein, Liverpool have agreed a deal with Bayer Leverkusen to sign Florian Wirtz for a fee around 136 million euros, making him the most expensive player in the British history, in the history of Liverpool, in the history of Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen will be laughing to the bank because they are cashing in 136 million on a player they nurtured. So, and then when you look at the performance of Liverpool towards the end of last season, though they were champions, you could see a dip in form in their performances. So there's a need, or the coach saw it, that there's a need for him to beef up the squad, bring in new players, so that they can compete well in Europe and then still compete for the Premier League title. So let's see how next season goes. Because when we look at let's go to the camp of Real Madrid. Real Madrid have been very, very, very busy in this transfer market, and they will still be busy, you know, definitely, because they've confirmed the signing of Franco Mastantuono from River Plate in Argentina for a fee around 36 million euros. The player was on the verge of joining Paris Saint-Germain after Paris Saint-Germain agreed a fee with River Plate to sign him, but Real Madrid hijacked the deal and then they've signed the player for a 6-year deal on a 6-year deal. The player was quoted to have said that playing for Real Madrid has been his dream since childhood. When Real Madrid come knocking, it's very difficult for you to tell them no. So Madrid have signed him for 36 million on a 6-year deal from River Plate, but he will still participate or he will still play for River Plate in the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup. After that, he will join Real Madrid at the end of the Club World Cup. And then Italy, the Italian FA have also confirmed the appointment of Gennaro Gattuso as their new head coach, taking over from Luciano Spalletti. When Spalletti left Napoli after winning the Serie A title 2 seasons ago to join Italy, the expectations were very high, and then things didn't go as planned. So both parties agreed for the termination of his contract, and then now they've appointed Gennaro Gattuso as their new manager on a 2-year deal. So let's see how this one will go. Maybe Gattuso, with the experience he has gathered in coaching several clubs, will help bring back the smile on the faces of the Italian football lovers. So the transfer window is getting hotter and hotter. Definitely more shocking news will come. The clubs will still sign